Olympic Parks, we are a multi-venue sports and entertainment precinct. Our venues include Rod Laver Arena. It is the home and the centre court of the Australian Open, the stage where the international artists come to play. John Cain Arena, it's the home of indoor sports. Margaret Court Arena is the home of emerging music and young artists. And M&OP Park is Melbourne's rectangular stadium, the home for football, rugby league and rugby union.
Both the Melbourne and Olympic Parks are public space. In the early 1900s, the Committee of Management was set up to manage and maintain the parks as we know it today, and their statement of purpose was to provide land for the enjoyment of the people. Gosh's Paddock in particular is one of our locations that is absolutely loved by our local community and is used by our elite sports teams. The foresight of the Victorian Government to continue to provide and invest significantly in the assets of this land mean that these facilities and venues and outdoor spaces are going to be available for the community for a long, long time.
To bring the Australian Open to life here at Melbourne Olympic Parks really does take a village of people, 4,600 team members split across 40 project teams working the entire year round. Tennis Australia, who are the event operator, the Victorian Government, who are the venue owner, the event sponsor, and Melbourne Olympic Parks, who are the venue operators. And those three organisations work cohesively and collaboratively.
Rod Laver Arena is so special to the Australian Open. Not only it being named after one of the best tennis champions, but the atmosphere that this venue holds is unbelievable. You can hear an absolute pin drop when you've got over 14,000 people within this venue. It's just the atmosphere, the colour, the excitement that it brings and the memories that it makes.
Apart from the tennis in Rod Laver, there's a lot of production that goes in. There's video panels all the way around the tennis court. There's 200 moving lights, large PA system.
All the lights come down and we fill the venue with smoke, and there's a big light show and projection on the court.
And then we open the roof up at the end, and it's a really fantastic add-on to the guest experience for the tennis.
Rod Laver's got that special part because it was here pretty much first and everything was kind of developed around it.
The facilities here are second to none, world-class, five-star hotel-like. The venue's got a great feeling to it. It sounds good, which is so important, and bands look forward to coming back because they have great shows here. Sean's one of those. Ed Sheeran I'm lucky enough to work with. Justin Bieber. We play Vance Joy in this room, Rod Stewart, the Eagles, the Rolling Stones, all have played this room. We recently did the Michael Gudinski Memorial in here. That was always going to hold a special memory to me and our family. The way that the audience is handled also by the staff here is a standout. Everyone is treated well, from the guy who lets you in at the security gate. If you go out the front, buy a t-shirt, go to the food vendors, you're treated well. There's a good culture here. That's a big part of why this venue is so special.
What drives our people and what drives that passion that our people bring to the events is that sense of purpose, and to give those people a connection to their heroes and their stars really is the difference.
My team here at Rod Laver, we'd be here at 4 in the morning, putting the PA up, putting all the rigging in, building the stage. It's all about communicating, and we can get up to version 25 of a plan before we actually get to the show because we're making little minute adjustments.
Most people wouldn't know that when we walk into a venue, it's empty. It's a big undertaking. Putting 15 up to 30 trucks worth of equipment into a venue in a day is a big challenge. And that's why the staff here at M&OP and Glenn's team, everybody, they're just so fabulous to work with because they all want the same thing we want, and that's a happy crowd.
We really all come together as one. We lean on each other. The blood, sweat and tears we do put into this event, we're there for each other to lean on, to collaborate with, to solve all the issues, just to enjoy it and have some fun along the way.
Sometimes it's not just about the events, it's about moments within events. One example that comes to mind was UFC 234. It was an event that was broadcast around the world with a viewership greater than the Australian Open men's final. Just before title bout was to commence, the lights went down, the crowd went silent, and there was that moment of anticipation, and the spotlight came on to the UFC ringside announcer, And he paused and he just said, and now at Rod Laver Arena in Melbourne, Australia, it is time. And it was that moment that just shivers down the neck that, hey, we're here, we're at Rod Laver Arena, we have this global event and the world is watching us.
One of my most memorable moments prior to working on the Australian Open, coming here, there was a match that went for 5 hours, finished at 2 a.m. in the morning. And I loved that moment I was able to share with my family for a place that I absolutely loved. I'd made my own memories and I was able to then create memories for others.
Pink is the RLA record holder for the most ever shows, 18 shows. Normally our shows that we have here, you get that engagement and deep connection, the artist with just the front few rows of seats. But when Pink flies around this entire auditorium, it's actually more about how she connects with her fans. That deep engagement with the fans is just something that I will always remember. Victorians can expect to see an ever-growing, evolving, expanding, improving sports and entertainment precinct. We need to keep ahead of the game. We've got that obligation to continue to get better and provide facilities that bring value and benefits to the people of Victoria.